Alright, and we're recording. Hey gang, Andy here, coming at you, Pook, with another editing tutorial. This time I'm going to show you how to spruce up a basic picture slideshow. So in the last video, I showed you how to create a basic picture slideshow, and now we're going to spruce it up a little bit. So here we go. And for those of you just tuning into this particular tutorial, the version of Adobe Premiere that I'm using is Premiere Pro CC 2015. So like I said before, if you're using CS6 or another older version of Premiere, the layout's going to be a little different, but it's going to be the same basic concept. So let's get started. So as you can see here, I have a little picture slideshow of pictures of my brother Raj, who at the time of this recording just graduated high school. So congrats, buddy. And I set it to a remixed version of the H3 theme, so Vape Nation represent. And we're going to add some transitions. We're also going to add titles, and I'm going to show you how to fade in and fade out the audio track as well. So let's begin. First, we're going to go up here to title, add new title, and we're just going to do a default still just to show you the basic gist of it here. And we're just going to name it, I don't know, opening title or OP title, I guess. It's not overpowered, it's just the opening title. So we're going to go over here to the very beginning, to this opening picture here, which is the first one right here. And we're just going to type in, I don't know, Raj's graduation. Then next line, don't worry if you can't see it, it's in white text, I'll fix that later. Class of 2016, so select it. We're going to change the art style to, I don't know, how about this one right here? Yeah, it's kind of cheesy, but you know, so we'll just put it like right here. So here we have just the basic gist. I'm not going to get into changing colors and stuff like that. I'm just doing this just to show you guys how to do a basic title. So if I wanted to put the title into the opening picture, I could do it like this as well. And then once we're all done with that, go down here to where it says OP title in the import section, drag it onto the timeline to a video track above, so that way you can see it overlaid onto the picture. And so we're going to go to the very beginning, and then it's going to last about the first frame. So we're going to lower it to the first frame so it snaps right there. And then next thing we're going to do is add transitions to each of the pictures. So if you just have them just kind of snap into each other, it's kind of boring. So we're going to go over here to effects, which is in the same tab area as your project. So find where effects is, go to video transitions, and we're going to go down here to a simple cross dissolve, I guess. So we're going to drag cross dissolve in between the frames here, and then we're going to zoom in just to show where it meets. Actually, let's go ahead and delete that because it didn't quite go to where I wanted it to. So we're going to go cross dissolve to where the two frames are, and I like to get it as in the middle as I possibly can. But because you also have that title up there, I think it confuses it. But you won't see that with the other stuff. So then we'll just show you, here we'll mute this so you don't hear the audio. And we'll show you the basic transition. So just hit play. And actually back that up just a skosh. And here is the transition. See, it's much nicer, much smoother. And you can add different transitions as well, like we can do like a dip to black or something like that. Go right here. Same thing. So, and just kind of dipped in and out. And then put in cross dissolve again. And then I'm just going to add cross dissolve to all of the pictures here. So here we go. Okay, so I just finished adding the cross dissolve effect to all the pictures here. I just kind of cut that little bit out because it's just pretty much copy paste. It's kind of boring. So now that I've added the cross dissolve effect, it's a lot smoother in the transition. So I'll just play a short little clip of it right here. And I muted the audio track so that way you guys can focus on just the video portion of it. And you can see the cross dissolve effect just kind of comes in between the frames. And next we're going to do is add another closing title sequence. So go back to title, new title, default still, and we're just going to call this ED title. Do this. Then we're going to use the same general format that we did last time, same kind of format. So we'll just do this, and we'll type in, okay, cool. Thanks for watching. And we'll just kind of keep it like that. And we can adjust it and do other things here. But this is just the basic gist of it here. So we'll go and close that out. Go down here to project files, because the title will go directly into that. And you can see ED title. Drag it over to the end of the timeline here. And then we're just going to put it on the last picture. So we'll squeeze it till it snaps into that last frame there. And we'll zoom in just to make sure. Right there. Perfect. Okay. Save it real quick. And then the last thing we're going to show you here is how to do a fade in and fade out on your audio track. So because this track just kind of abruptly starts, it may be startling to some viewers, to hear a very loud track right off the bat. And conversely, at the end, it just kind of cuts off. So it's just kind of like, oh, it just kind of stopped out of nowhere. So we're going to do quick little fade in and fade outs for smooth transitions. So let's begin with the first part here. We're going to go to Effects, then we're going to go to Audio Transitions. And the one that I like to do is the exponential fade. So we're at the beginning here. We're going to do exponential fade. Drag it right there. And you can adjust the length of the fade in. So I prefer a quicker fade in, so that way it's not too obvious. So we're just going to hear how it sounds now. Unmute it there. And it's a very long fade, I think. So let's hear it. Actually, on listening to this, it's not too bad. It's a nice long fade, which actually works for this particular song. But if it was a different song, I might adjust it a little bit. But I think it works, so we'll give it a second listen. Yeah, not bad. Alrighty. So sometimes you don't luck out like that, and you have to adjust it through trial and error. But we lucked out in this case, so that's good. So now we're going to drag the exponential fade to the end of the timeline here. And let's see if we luck out just as much. So we're going to go to the ending here. And see, I like the ending to be a bit longer fade. Oops, I kind of overshot that there. So what we're going to do here is we're going to expand the fade. Just select it. Then you just stretch it out, and we'll just do it to the last frame here so it just kind of snaps in place. So let's hear what it sounds like. It's not bad. So actually we'll make it just a slightly shorter fade. And we'll do it about 2 and 20 frames. Hear what that sounds like. That's not bad. So I'll go ahead and save it. And there you go. So this concludes the tutorial on how to make a slideshow with pictures and audio with transitions and titles. And at the end of this video, I'm going to render this as a separate video so you guys can see it and hear it in its entirety, so you'll know what it looks like. So with that said, this is the Andy-san. Signing for now, thanking you guys, Pook, for tuning in to this video and for watching my other stuff. Also want to thank you guys for liking with a thumbs, commenting, subscribing, send a few friends to the party, and hey, as always, we'll see you next time. Catch you later, guys. Bye.